of illegal spaza shops and illegal spaza shops selling counterfeit goods. And also moving on from that, I want to talk about the trending topic in South Africa, where like we have so many of young South Africans, young children being hospitalized and losing their lives because of consuming these harmful products that they buy from these spaza shops. And also moving on from that, also want to highlight why Donald Trump winning the US elections might actually be bad for patriotic South Africans. And I'll repeat that. I didn't say South Africa, I said patriotic South Africans. So, and then moving on from that, also, should South Africa adopt the US model of having two parties going against each other for national elections? I think that's the one model that actually might benefit South Africa. Than I think that model would do good than harm for South Africa. So without wasting any time, let's get into it. So I'm gonna play this video. This Cyril Ramaphosa just touching on this on the issue. Just in fact, not even. I'll just like I said, I commented and said like he's just doing a lip service, and I'm sure right now he already forgot about the issue and it's not even in his mind, because there's the same person that not even last year, this year before elections, he was in this spaza shop that is owned by by a foreign national, Indians or Somalis. I can't remember. I can't tell. I don't know the exact nationality of that guy that was operating the spaza shop. And he went in the spaza shop, didn't ask the question that we South Africans wanted him to ask. He was there and made a couple of jokes. I can literally remember everything that he said, word for word. He said, "Oh, do you have a suit like this, the one that I'm wearing? If I want a suit from this store, will I be able to get it?" And then he further on and said, I think he asked him if he's registered, is that business is registered. And then the guy also agreed, but then he didn't ask, "Oh, is it registered? Where's the proof?" And also moving on from there, like if like as a citizen of South Africa, as a South African citizen, I would have actually appreciated if our president actually went and literally asked the guy, like, "Are you here illegally? How long have you been here? Do you which permit are you using to be in this country? Are these goods that you're selling in this puzzle shop, are they good to be consumed by the public?" Those are the questions that I would have appreciated if our president had asked. But then he had no interest in that. He was just there for vibes, and which was really disappointing. I already made a video about that. But then without wasting any time, let me just play this video.
We are all deeply concerned by recent reports of mass killings in communities and the deaths of several groups of children after consuming certain foodstuffs, particularly near or at their outside their schools. We welcome the speedy action by the South African Police Service.
So again, this thing has been happening for a period of over a month now, of young kids being hospitalized, some even losing their lives after like consuming these counterfeit or poisonous products from these spaza shops. It took this guy over a month before he can actually address. And also, is not even addressing this issue. He's not addressing it head on. He's making close remarks on this. Like, he was discussing all other things that maybe they're more important. And when he was about to finish with whatever that he was addressing here, and then he just like, "Oh, in fact, Konje, this thing is trending and maybe someone asked me to talk about it. Let me just touch on it." I can guarantee you, he already forgot about this. He has moved on, and I don't think the government is going to do anything about it. This is just a lip service. That thing of like, "Oh yeah, I touched on it. If like there's no need for me to, I already like I said something about it." So he does not care. He does not care. Let me just play this video again.
In identifying and arresting some of the alleged perpetrators of mass shootings, we look forward to further arrests and the successful prosecution of those who have committed these heinous crimes. We also welcome the joint actions of several departments under the leadership of the Minister of Health in investigating the cause of the hospitalization and tragic deaths of children due to suspected contaminated food. We particularly commend the recent arrests in this regard and look forward to shortly receiving the full report on the outcome of the work that is.
I'm gonna say this: South Africa is under attack. South Africa is under attack, and right now, I feel like these people are here. They don't care. They're here for the blood. They're going for the jugular, and we need to be very careful here as South Africans because we still have people still buying at the very same Spaza shops. I've made a personal decision that I'm never gonna buy anything that is I'm going to consume it that is going to go into my stomach. I'm not going to do that. But then we still have people continuing to buy from these puzzle shops. Is it lack of knowledge? Is it being stubbornness? Is it stubbornness and or what is it? Is it just like people are just delusional? Because if these people really want to finish us, they can. And like right now, with what's happening, it looks like that's what they're here for. That's what they're trying to do. And they're starting with the young with young people, with our children. And the thing is, maybe that's their starting point. That's their starting point. Maybe some of us we've already consumed some of those poisonous stuff. Just that like maybe our stomachs are strong enough to fight whatever that these young kids maybe their bodies are not yet developed in order to fight some of those things that they consume. You can never know. But then this is a trend and it's never gonna stop because why is it happening at a short period of time and also happening in such a huge numbers? Because last year we didn't have these issues. We're only having these issues like this year, and it's happening at the very same period. So it does raise an eyebrow. It does make one become suspicious that like what's really happening. Because also another thing that we need to take into account is that like it's mostly young people that are getting hospitalized. It's mostly young people or children that are losing their lives. Like I said, maybe some even like maybe older people they are consuming some of these things that are poisonous. Maybe just that, like their bodies their body are matured or strong enough to fight some of those poisonous things that they've already consumed. But then young kids, children, they don't have their bodies are not yet developed or strong enough to fight some of those poisonous stuff. But then my thing is, this guy does not care about us. Ramaphosa doesn't care about South Africa, and I'm actually can even go on further and say this guy might be the worst president that we've ever had in this country. I thought Jacob Zuma was worse. Jacob Zuma is not my favorite person. Has never been my favorite person, and I've been critical of Jacob Zuma. But then I think this guy might actually just like surpass and break the record and be the worst president this country has ever had. Because for me, he's spineless, very very spineless, weak, not proactive, always reactive, and also react after a very long time. Because right now the country is literally screaming for state of emergency. The country is screaming for state of emergency because we are under attack. There's so many issues that this country is facing, and the guy does not. It's like I think it's even I don't know, maybe if he acts oblivious or maybe it just he doesn't know. But then as the first man of the country, I'm sure that he's aware of these issues that like the country is facing. But then why is he so slow in reacting? And also, why did he have to take him over a month before he can? Because this, I mean, I don't even want to count. But then so many young people have lost their lives because of this Spaza shop. And the thing is, I can guarantee you go to Soweto, you go to Alexandra, and you just choose any Spaza shop. Go inside. I can guarantee you'll find product that like maybe they shouldn't be consumed. You're gonna find product that maybe that are expired. You're gonna find product that maybe they will be harmful for anyone to consume. But it's like these things are not happening, and people still continue to buy those products and eat them. We need to take it, and I'm just glad that like other communities are starting to take actions. Other communities are really doing something about this because I think by now we know that we cannot depend on ANC. We cannot depend on Ramaphosa. because they've shown us over time and again that they don't care. They don't care, and they never cared, because this issue has not been addressed properly. Because like right now, I would have been much happier if like he gave the direction and also told and said like, okay, this was going to happen in order to address this. This was going to what we're going to do, and we're going to do it like this and like this. He did not give us any of that. He did not give us any of that. And I'm quite sure like right now he's already moved on to other things that he maybe deemed are more important. But then we're losing young lives here. We're losing children here. That should be a priority. That should be a priority. Right now, I'm just gonna quickly move on to the US